Well, I have no idea whether that's working or not, but I'm live for now, and I'm going to be testing out the idea of a quick finish seed, which will be interesting. But basically, it's 2 swords and 2 elements. Now, you see, on the 2 swords, I didn't know whether they meant just the white sword, the smith's sword, and the white sword, or they meant the 2 white swords, meaning I would have to get a red sword. So for now, I've just got the white sword as the go mode item. So this will be interesting. So let's see how fast these quick finishes are. 3, 2, 1, and go. Definitely going to be something to get used to, because it didn't even say whether you would have didn't say whether you should have any open fusions or anything. And I'm so used to playing with fusions that I thought probably best if I just stick with fusions for now. And Rupee Mania. Oh, well, we're off to a good start. There's a sword. Wonder what choice of elements I'll get. Hey, open. Oh, wow. Nice start. Also, I forgot to do this because I'm dumb. I always tend to forget to do this. There we go. Oh, there's the spin, and there's 3 bottles in here. Wow. I like that. Yo, Hendris. Thanks for the emote. Hey, at least someone got the right emote. Just checking out the quick finishers. See if they're any good. Are you trying to build a pyramid? Yeah. An inverted pyramid. Quick Nimbus, ruin it. Oh, never mind. Are you guys interested in trying out the new quick finish settings or any of the other settings that they put forward? Actually, you know what? I'm completely going against everything that I would normally do at this point. Hey, I like the emotes just as much as you, Hendris. Yes, I know. I've also got thingy chat on. It wouldn't actually come off. Let me see if it... Let me refresh it, because it wouldn't actually switch off. Did that work? Can you guys actually say it? Oh, it actually came up this time. For some reason, only when I'm live, it actually works. Sorry guys, I'm too used to just doing races. But I did actually try doing it. I did it on my laptop because I have my laptop as backup these days. I did it on there, so I don't know why it didn't go through. Oh. Yo, Straylight, how's it going? You know what? One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get an emote for when I do that. I'm going to get an emote that's literally chat only. Emote only. Oops, what am I doing? Hey Straylight, have you had any success on your current idea? You're getting closer. Tell you what, I'm happy to help where I can with the idea you've got. I weren't mind blown. I thought it were awesome. I literally stayed in chat just waiting for you to like say what else I could do. It's a damn good idea. I love it. And I'm pretty sure Hendrus would love it as well. I'm all over the place. Nope. How long does everyone reckon these quick seeds are going to be? I mean, in the description, Myth didn't really say what second sword, what two sword it was going to be, so I just went with white sword. I didn't know if he meant like actually the actual second sword, or if he meant the, you know, the red sword. Because let's face it, Nolan, get back up. Let's face it, the Smith sword is barely a sword. Barely does more damage than a stick. You know something? Considering this is a casual, everyone should expect me to go completely against all idea of routing that I'm used to doing. I ain't even gone to the Southern Beanstalk. I'm literally going straight into the Minish Woods. The wrong way. Get out of my way, you stupid Octo. Right, what bosses do I have a chance of going against? Cave of Flames, Octo. Oh god, Palisade wins. I hope I don't have to go there. Right, and the Crypt. The Blade Chest. Blade Chest, you can check that as soon as you get a sword. Yeah, I'm sure you can. Well, when I've completed my mistake of going into the forest the wrong way around, I'll go and have a look, because I have got the head finish on Dark Hyrule Castle, so I should imagine it means Dark Hyrule Castle is open. Damn book. You have to press 4 switches to get to the chest. On it. Oh yeah. You know something? I keep forgetting about them sort of things. It's really stupid that I forget them sort of things as well. Well, it's looking like I was on the right track with the whole this is the wrong way around to go. This is why I never go this way around the Minish Woods. Yeah, because it's junk. Never go that way through Minish Woods. What an absolute idiot. Does the save scum take me to the beginning of the woods, though? Or does it just take me to the beginning of Minish Village? If I was to save in Minish Village, that is. I probably should have checked that out whilst I was doing it. I know doing a save scum while I was here would have been a good idea, because literally all of them were junk. Should take me to the entrance. A good idea to keep in mind then. Alright, let's do the checks that I should have done earlier. As soon as you check Pond Cave, you can come over here and you should go to these. But completely against my own routing. I swear, if my progression items in Dark Hyrule Castle, I am not going to be pleased. Wallet. Right. It's going to be tree or time and simulation. My god, I really hope it's not Dark Hyrule Castle. There we go. This is why you should come here. Stupid. Right, just in case all the checks on that side of the Minish Woods ends up being junk. Kind of forgetting my buttons. I'm gonna have to go back to controller because I muddle up my buttons so much. Oops. Come on, Bellari, what have you got? You're gonna have nothing but junk this time round, aren't you? This is why I don't like generating my own race seeds. This is why I don't like generating my own bloody race seeds. There we go. Get rid of you guys. This is why you don't want me doing any race seeds. Because knowing my luck, I'll have generated a seed that'll actually take 3 hours. Oh, and I almost hit bottle percent within the first 5 minutes. We're gonna shield, that means we can check the scrubs. Okay, that didn't go as well as I thought. Damn. Looking like this seed that I'm more than likely going to be doing Cave of Flames and Templar droplets. The reason I say that is just because Graveyard can still be very trolly. I know during my tournament seed I did it within like... I forgot to pick up the bombs. I'm an idiot. Come on, explode. Alright, come on, give me your expensive bombs. Thank you. Hopefully we find something decent up here. After we make getting the shield is actually going to slow me down because of that scrub check further on. Piece of heart. Well, we're not having to do vanity. You definitely save at least 20 minutes. Did I go wrong somewhere? No, didn't mean to do that. Now I've got to use more bombs. Nope, still got it. Thank you, because I was hoping to have 2 left over. Also, during this stream, I am 2 subscribers away from getting 100 on the YouTube. You douchebag, you did that on purpose. I actually said if I actually reached 100 subscribers on YouTube, I would actually do a stream on YouTube. But it looks like I'm gonna have to set up a stream on YouTube again. Didn't work very well for me last time. And all I was trying to stream was Minecraft. And the only reason I was streaming Minecraft is because that's what I was playing on my Switch at the time when I was doing the testing. I wonder what game I should stream on YouTube though. Alright, give me my green goop. I should have got 2 bottles of this so I can keep one for later. I mean, I won't be going against Vatic, but I can still dump it in his castle. Okay. That literally lights up the whole of town in Lake Hylia. I wondered where you were. Okay, who switched you on Steam? Why are you updating things? Swear to God, if you break my stream. Doing it again. This is why I don't have Steam open when I'm playing games. 1 minute whilst I update every single game in your library. I made all the effort of being here. Ah, you stupid little douchebag. You can chase me like that. You better be worth it. A decision is yet to be decided on that one. Hey Hendrus, if you're still there, would you be interested in playing a swordless version of the randomizer? As much as I say swordless, they will actually have to be a sword in it. I'm hoping to give it about a 0 damage output. Oh god, it's going to make me do Palace of the Winds first. Just because there's 2 elements doesn't mean it has to be Palace of the Winds. I'm gonna go with my idea that is worse. Model sounds awful. But it's not too bad. I was going to make an easy version where you had remote bombs and light arrows straight away. So you wouldn't actually be charging up for light arrows. And nothing. Actually, you know something. Let's get that piece of information. A piece of information's junk. Right, so junk. Yeah, the instant light arrows, it would be that. Oh no. Did you just get it to work whilst I'm streaming? I'm not going to be setting it up straight like whilst I'm streaming, especially if it's complicated. I bet you're happy. It's an awesome thing you've created. And everyone's none the wiser. And you can perfect it whilst everyone tries to figure out what you've done. Oh god, another book. I swear to god, if it's giving me memes already. A ped finish is blocked by a Yalara. Actually, you know what? That's a good trade-off. Thank you. That's probably the only time I'm actually going to do that. And we get Kane! Sweet! Right, Cave of Flames is completely open to me. If you have a working idea of it, Straylight, when I finish streaming, I'll happily have a go at it myself. Especially if you've made it so that you can modify certain bits of it. I don't know why I always jump to that one. You don't actually need to jump to that one, you can just go straight across. Right, that's junk. Typical. Douchebag. Idiot. Stupid. Ah, take that, you idiot. Now I don't feel as dumb. I killed you without even having a weapon to hand. I should imagine with these quick finishers, the quickest finish you're going to get is with Deepwood Shrine and Cave of Flames. And that's if you get all the items before having to go elsewhere. Because you could still be trolled to doing in all dungeons. As lower percentage as that is. Oh my god, why do I still get stuck on corners at this day and age? Oh my god, Link, why did you... Central. Thank you. Why is it I have less stupid things happening to me during a race? Whoop. I'm just a small key. And a shield. Well, as much as I can complete most of Temple of Droplets, I'm not going to. I'm just going to go back to Cave of Flames. Oh, I'll have that. I feel like maybe we should have a special logic for this version. Right, and that was junk. Typical. Oh. So it was actually bad for me to skip that. Because there probably is another sword in Temple of Droplets. Good chance for it. Oh well, let's go and quickly do Cave of Flames. I have to go the long way around. I was actually tempted to do my dungeon rush as well. Just get a bit of practice in. Stupid! Why have I got my cane out? Give me my sword. In fact, give me my cane back. Stop, Blueser. I have to admit, Nimbus, the races yesterday were quite fun to watch. I mean, the fact that our weekly race didn't have the biggest troll, but it was a very misguiding seed. And I missed out on what sounded like one of the best race seeds ever. How's it going, Bluesy? Did you have a go at the old dungeon rush? I was literally just talking about it as well. I don't know why I swipe my sword, I just need to swipe and point. There we go. I'll have all that. Right, gotta try and remember not to pull a dax. There is a compass there, I'm just choosing not to pick it up. 1 minute, Nimbus, didn't you win your tournament race? Is it still 10:30 in the morning for you? Well, it's 6:30 in the afternoon for me. Get away from me. And if I'm honest, Nimbus, I tend to watch every race. I like to know who I'm up against. If the possibility comes across anyway. You douchebags. Ow. Ah, you missed. You did, but you shouldn't have. Why? You know, you were doing reasonably well. You both kind of, you know, made decisions that went against you, but then, in the end, you got a piece of luck out of it. It's usually how I win my races, if I'm honest. I usually just completely go against what logic could be sending you to, and it seems to work for me. I still can't believe in my tournament race I had the 4 sword after half an hour. What was that? That was the race that Semi's tracker crashed. Ah, man. I know what that feels like. My tracker crashed out yesterday for some reason, and I was literally trying to reboot it. So I was literally just following the items that I was opening up. Or at least trying to follow the items I was opening up. No, Summer, you guys are all so negative. Give yourself some goddamn credit. At least you're not as bad as me when you first played this. My very first randomizer took me 5.5 hours to complete. And that was out without open fusions. I tend not to give up when it comes to seeds. The other thing that bugs me is that I tend to forget when looking at stuff. Right, it was remote bombs. Actually. 6 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, but was that open fusion or was that like regular? Right, nice clean fight. Yeah, I think you got a decent time then. As embarrassed as I am, I actually put my my very first Minish randomizer on YouTube, on my YouTube, and I look at it now and it's so embarrassing. Just the sheer confusion when I'm playing it. 7 hours plus was playing without a tracker. And that's about right then, because I had a tracker, but it wasn't the emo tracker. It was something else. You got to be careful when it comes to Myth helping you. Are you kidding me? Do I have to reset the room? There we go. I hate it when I do stupid stuff like that. Like I said, my fusions weren't randomized in my first seed. I kind of thought to myself, I'll have a practice seed where not everything is on, and then I will just go to the race settings that were on at the time, which included traps, which I have to admit I really got to enjoy. I really liked the traps being on. But for fairness, they turned them off for races. And just, I really enjoyed the seed you made for our race yesterday. I mean, the fact that we got dog %, I mean, I just loved that. I mean, I went swiping at Fifi with pure anger. I was actually quite happy because I've never had that before. That goddamn dog. Of all the chances as well, I was so close to just going to Fortress of the Wind. Stupid. Right, we'll go to the next one. Lucy, all I'm going to say to you is, look in the seeds that are posted in the Discord. Believe me, there are far worse. I mean, I would love it if Rammstein... I would love it if Rammstein posted his... Because the fact that he got his 4-sword on a non-element Georg, that was just sheer bliss. I don't know what's up with the randomizer recently, but it wants to create new memes. And I love it. What? Ah, you missed. You gobshite. I completely forgot to have a look at the ban list. After Straylight messaged me about their idea, I completely forgot. You douchebag. Ah. Right, nice clean Glee Rock fight. That's my first element. One more to go, and we're done. You know some Blue. Seeds actually used to be reasonably nice. The main memes was literally Octo having 4-sword. That was like a major thing a couple of months back. Octo, for some reason, kept having a 4-sword. I don't know what it was with the logic back then, but it seemed like literally it had to be there. So there's something in the logic this time round where everything is so mixed. Yeah, Myth did roll 2 seeds in a row where 4-sword was on Octo. And the worst thing about it, Hayden did as well. That's why both of them preemptively ended up on the very first ban list. You know something, I should probably check on the mead I'm making. Kinda left it to its own devices today. Damn. There was nothing here and I forgot to do a save scan. Whoops, that's not a sword. This is a sword, and that was a sword beam. Oh, I also have boots. I'm not used to getting boots so early. Also, for anyone who doesn't really know, when it comes to boots, boots is only faster if you're in an area where you have to do more than 3 rolls. That's why in some cases it's actually quicker to just roll on by. No! I thought I was low enough not to hit that. Get out of my way. Did I actually get anything useful out of Cave of Flames? I didn't, did I? Where should I go for this last sword? I'm stuck on him! Alright. There we go. Let's go to Fountain. Let's take a long shot. Why am I doing this? I actually need to put the fire out first. Also, on my randomizer that I was working on, I was gonna actually randomize the bakery into the item pool. I still say getting a croissant from Green Chew after you beat him is still gonna be so funny. Oops, drowning Link. No kitty boost! No kitty boost! Right, nothing. There's going to be absolutely nothing in here, isn't there? It's going to be junk. I'd still like all the hints to be in, which would be good. Especially if we had joke hints. I'm doing too many pauses. At one point I realised that you technically don't have the world map. Phil Smith here hands it to you. You know something, that's probably an idea for later on, where we have like the shuffles. Oh. Is this going to be worth me wasting time instead of going into Temple of Droplets? It's not, is it? No, it's not. Right, well, so due for a lot then. But I have to admit, it would be really good. What I would like to see is like on in Link to the Past, where like you had to pick up the map and compass before you knew whether it was a crystal or a pearl or whatever the hell they were called, pendants. You know something? I played that game so much, I should remember what it's mainly about. Whoop. Also, after this tournament, I'm more than likely going to be streaming more than just Minish Cat. I'm hoping Twilight Princess gets to a point where I feel comfortable about streaming it. Or I may get to the point where I stream half of it at least. Oh, I only just made that. Double that. Hendrus, double that. Because I think I hit the 4-hour mark and I'm only up to the 3rd dungeon. For someone who's experienced with Twilight Princess, you know, basically speedruns it, they would definitely be able to complete the rando in about 6 to 7 hours, but most people tend to do around 8 to 10 hours. Oh, come on. Yo, Rylux. You walked into that, you idiot. I didn't kill you, you did. I'm doing alright. I'm just seeing how a quick finish randomizer goes. 2 elements, 2 swords. Get out of my way, would you? How are you doing in yourself, Rylux? Get out of my way, would you? Why can't you just kill them idiots in one swipe? There we go, nearly lost all my health, and it was only for a rupee. Lovely. That's technically how you should beat them beetles, but it never happens. Oh, split gauge. I literally need 1 more sword and I'm in go mode. Dude, I swear if you kill me right here... I tell you what, if Octo does actually drop a sword, that would be hilarious. And quite befitting for a very first seed. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about them. I will die if I keep doing that. Oh crap. Oh my god, I got it. Right, let me go back. No, there can still be a sword drop on Octo. It's just a case of, like, it obviously won't be the sword that's needed. I just mean it would be quite fitting if I beat Octo and he actually drops a sword. What we're gonna get? Nothing! Right. Okay, this is not good. I was hoping to actually get a sword there. Right, let's check the poop chest. Still poop. And for a change, I didn't get pooped on. Oh my god, there's actually nothing here. Damn it! I wasted so much precious time. You're not wrong either, because the first rupee locations had nothing in them either. Right, watch my sword be boots locked. Nope. And nope. Damn it. Boots could be sending me off in the wrong direction. Could be sending me off in the wrong direction, but I'm still following Boots as a progression item. So hey, why not go the whole hog and completely go in the wrong direction? Right, this spastic snake, are you going to kill me? Oh, you're just going to give me a love tap. Oh no, he's coming back for more. Nope. I'm seriously going to triple dip Templar droplets. Right. Oh, it was nothing to do with Boots. Lovely. I'll care about you, Octo. Right, Phantom was junk. The last location, that bomb location, actually. And watch it actually be my sword. I've done that before. The dojo by the castle. It was like, nah, he won't have anything. I come back an hour later and he's got cape. There it is, it's on top of bloody school. It was cane locked. That's good to know. I was actually hoping the last sword was going to be in Cave of Flames after yesterday. Oh, and technically, Hendrus, I should thank you for them 2 out of logic swords. Whoop, where am I going? From yesterday's race, because you're not actually supposed to go into Cave of Flames without a sword. Hopefully I weren't the only one who used bombs to defeat the spiny beetles. It's actually a very good idea to do that. Yeah, because it's not much of a sequence break, because you're not really losing any time. It's easier with remote bombs. I just used a shield to bonk them, and then I threw a bomb at them and they died. Did you not have your shield? I actually can't remember where I got my shield from. You lost your shield to a like. Oh no. Oh, you stupid fire. Keep your RNG to yourself, would you? I so got my Invisi frames on that. I think the only thing that would be faster would be down thrust. Probably would, actually. I didn't actually have down thrust in the end. I actually went for it on Vati and I'm like, oh wait, I don't have that. Sequence break! Actually, I'm not gonna risk it. I don't trust this game. Logic technically doesn't need to check for Gustjar in towers, because Gustjar can be in towers, which is depressing knowledge. Gustjar is only locked by the Vati fight, and I think technically Green Chew. I think they're the only 2 places he's really locked. And obviously, you know, Overworld, like very few Overworld locations, but my god. No, did I not get the other side? Am I stupid? Well, that's a trick question if I'm honest. Did I just completely bail out of here? Oh, I had to, I didn't have the red sword, did I? There we go. You know something, during the weekly yesterday, I didn't actually do any Gustjar checks in Templar droplets. Like I said, as soon as I had Gustjar, I just bailed. I literally thought to myself, there's no chance of there being anything in here. It's literally a case of that when it comes to things during the race. I tend to just think, nah, there's going to be nothing else in here. Just bail. Just gone. It does. It has bitten me in the arse a few times. Yo, Tiny Octo. Believe me, Bluesy, Myth hates it. He hates how I bail and it works out. He bails, it doesn't work out. Or I forget an item and it turns out to be nothing. Or he forgets an item and it turns out to be something. I don't know why it's like that. Oh, you nearly got me. Hey, do you mind I was doing my Link explode? Help. Oh, he is, he's going for it. Oh my god, I got the best RNG. There we go. You've become a mini myth. You don't want to insult yourself like that, Blue. You really don't. I actually got them in order as well. I got the earth element, then the fire element. And we get a piece of heart. I missed. Douchebag. Oh my god, he's having a spastic convulsion. Someone call an ambulance. Alright, well this seed, as much as it's taken me an hour, could have been done a hell of a lot faster. Especially if I remember I've got sodding boots. I'm hoping one day we can play tennis as well. Play a bit of boss tennis with Stray Light's lures. Old Man Myth and Grumpy NesmaN. Why Grumpy NesmaN? Not my fault you guys are terrible at rolling seeds. You need to come up for one with Dax. It needs to be the trio. I like to complain a lot. I'm British. Of course I like to complain a lot. Myth does. He's British. He likes to complain a lot. And there we go. 1 hour and 4. Can't save that because I've still got my other times on. I'd rather not ruin them. We're in the process of having a meme for every runner. Well, you're going to have to make one for yourself as well, Hendrus. It's a new world record. For now, until someone else decides to run this this version. Look, I barely 10%ed the seed. You know what's funny about that? That was my 420 seed. I actually nicknamed that seed 420. That was a mistake. Oh, wait. Switch that off. Change around. One of my trackers is updated. Uh-oh. Oops. No. Switch it on, stupid. Start. There we go. A cool name for that. Hey, no. I didn't mean to do that. Reset. Sorry, Hendrix. I completely lost track with setting up a new seed. Right, 3, 2, 1, and go. And punch my microphone because that's lovely. Right, we're gonna get a sword start again. Nope, it's gonna be rupees and a heart. Do you know what? A one-hit KO mode would really work well with this. Don't you tease me with caster kinstones. No one wants caster kinstones when they're doing a seed that takes about an hour. Oh my god, I got lamp for starting off again. That's exactly where I got lamp in the last seed. Cloud tops. All off. Did I just load up the same seed? I've got the same starting items. The only difference is I've got the Karlov medallion this time around. Oh yeah, beatable only logic would be awesome. Yes, I wanted to talk to you, Swiftblade. I know you don't like talking to me, but still. My advanced logic is, I think, the closest thing you'll get to beatable logic at the minute. The devs are all working on the beatable logic, which is actually really cool. I like the coding idea they've gone for. Whoops. What we got here? Junk. Typical. Oh my god, Kate. Is it seriously going to do that again? Bombs. I'm getting an essence of deja vu here. 1 minute before I go anywhere. Just because this guy keeps having Ocarina. Get out of my way, would you? I feel like Ocarina on these seeds would be almost pointless unless it was actually a logically progressive item. Or bombs. Link, why can't you pick these things up? Hey. Okay, that's Veil Falls. All I need now is Grip Ring. Another book? Don't you even dare entice me with books. Right, we're gonna go the proper way of going through woods. Right, and that item's junk. Right, what have you got for us, Ballari? Butterfly for my bow. Oh yeah, I've got a... I forget it replenishes your bombs. Oh, and boomerang. Running low on bombs, just talk to Ballari and he gives you some back. Right, nothing. Technically, I should have gone the way of the cape rather than the way of the bombs. I think it just depends on how you feel about the logic in itself. Like, for me, because bombs was the last thing I got, I thought I'd go through woods. Because bombs opens up the left side of the forest over there, where I was. So I kind of thought, I'll have a look there, seeing as I was close by. But cape tends to be quite a larger progressive item. So I probably should have gone with the cape idea. Because cape actually opens up Lake on Ranch, and it can help with Mount Krenel. Although Krenel is still locked by the bottle at the minute. Yeah, it's looking like Woods was a dud again. I don't know what it is with Woods at the minute. Every time I roll a seed, Woods tends to be junk. I take that back. Oh my god. Am I seriously just one spin scroll away from go mode? Right, you've got nothing. Right, so Forest was a decent idea, but Cape was the way to go. Because that red sword was actually blocked by Cape. I know every time I talk crap about the rando, it's like, fine, here you go. Whinging about it. Just take the sword, go on, finish the seed so you can sod off. Uh-oh, another bulk. The thing is, it always has a nasty surprise for me. Right, what dungeons am I on? Oh, I ain't got no quick dungeons. Are you kidding me? Right, I think that's why it was being nice to me. Got no quick dungeons. Oh, yeah, I want to do ranch. Well, to be honest, it's because of the game mode I'm on. It's giving me swords straight away. I think I still hold the record for the longest wait for a sword, which I think was over an hour before I got my first sword because it was in Cloudtops, logically in Cloudtops. Right, arrows. I tell you what, as long as I don't get a vanilla graveyard key, I'm perfectly happy. Hey, face it, when it comes to this randomizer, you can never exaggerate how trolly it gets. I still did that jump to that right pond, and I don't need to. Let's have a look in here. Nothing but junk, typical. It had 4-sword on chickens. Sweet. You know something? I should look back at my video on YouTube, see where my 4-sword was on that seed. I should watch it properly, just to, I mean, as cringy as it is, just to see where my logic mistakes were, which I think was pretty much everywhere. 5.5 hours though. Oh, you know the good thing about being in here with Lamp? I don't have to push these! Yeah, just melt the blocks. I would say about 99% of the seeds I've rolled, I've actually completed. Because, what is it? My timer has a record on it that I've played about 93 tries. But I know my timer got reset for some reason. Everything ended up on 0, so I know I've got more than 100. The only ones I've not raced is obviously the ones I generated for a few races. Please give me spin scroll. Imagine needing boots, not wanting to do Sky Dungeon, clearing everything and having the boots at the boss in Sky Dungeon. Oh. Yeah, that can happen. As I was talking about in my last seed, Rammstein, who also runs this, got his 4-sword from Palace of the Winds, which is the Sky Dungeon. And Palace of the Winds didn't have an element to it, so the fact that the boss was on, the sword was on the boss drop, that's just trollage. That I knew it were going to be somewhere in the dungeon, but not there. And after the race Hendrus rolled, where I had two Kinstones in Palace of the Winds, I don't trust him anymore. Or was that Nori? I think that was the Nori seed, actually. Hendrus has actually got some credibility to him. There we go. Hey, going against them guys. Ow. Especially when they try and kill you from beyond the grave. I think the dumbest Palace of the Wind Troll I had was last location in Non-Element Palace. Face it, everyone last locates Non-Element Palace. Looking for my 4-sword, found my flippers on the heart piece spot. And the mates were in Non-Element Deepwood Shrine. Oh yeah, the mates were in non-element Deepwood Shrine. I didn't go there until very late though, during the tournament seed, because that's what it were, weren't it? I think one of the funniest things I've come across in this is that I did a max settings without one hit KO, and elements were shuffled. Elements were shuffled, and my wind element turned up to be in Palace of the Winds on the heart piece spot. Literally just sat there gloating at its position. You know what? I'm going all this distance. There better be something here. I need a spin scroll at least. Let's go up here. Yeah, I still can't believe he tried replicating it. He got the seed settings wrong, but still got the same outcome. It was in a slightly different place, though. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Come on, throw your teeth. There we go. And move out the way quick so we don't die. That was actually really good how Myth tried to replicate it and then turned out to do the exact same thing. See, doing the elements shuffled is supposed to make the seed faster, not make it longer. But that seed was proof that the game really doesn't care about being fast. Yeah, getting flippers late can suck. Oh yeah, I don't have my spin scroll, I'm an idiot. I was only coming over here to check the thingy locations. Are you going to give me my spin scroll before I go? Nope. You are literally going to make me double dip this dungeon. Thanks. Stupid game. I'm going to stop taking chances going into Temple of Droplets because it's barren. Second seed in a row where I've got nothing. Get out of my way. Ow. Don't port me. Your Palace of the Winds seed was getting Gorm or Gust Jar in non-required Palace of the Winds under the Moblin off. Yeah, the heart piece check. That heart piece check seems to be the memeiest place for anything to be. I mean, it's literally just on shore and you know you're not going to get it for at least another 10 minutes. Right, normally I would not actually check these, but I feel the need to. More bombs? Why not? I don't have a bottle, neither. So I still can't go up to Krenel. Then skipping Pot Push. Because I was impatient. Basically, I've skipped Pot Push a few times early on, and I don't know how it came out to be on my side. It is the biggest tease. I find the Tingle trees do have a tendency to hold something, but not always. Sometimes if I'm far enough through a seed and I've still not checked them, I tend to think, nah, it'll just be junk. Still junk. Still junk. Watch it be in town on the bell. Guaranteed my spin will be on the bell in town. This could actually be a long seed. Because I either need blue sword or all the kinstones. Oh man, it's just a hot piece. Come on, I only need that piece of information. How am I not making this? I'm looking like a bigger noob than Myth. Alright, all that for nothing. Oh, actually, you know what? I better check Veil Falls as well. I did get the Kinstone nice and early. Right, that was nothing. This is literally just for one check, but after I got my grip ring in here during a particular race, I don't trust it. And I love how Link doesn't like picking up bombs. Thanks again. Right, let's do these locations because I did actually unlock these earlier. And we have a big old rupee. It's looking like town actually has my progression. That's not cool. Right, so where is spin gonna be? No, it's not in the place I thought it was gonna be. Where, oh where will the spin scroll be? Oh my god, it's in the mayor's chest. That's Sphere 1 stuff, that. Stupid game. Right, well, sod the rest of town. I'm gonna go to where there's lots of checks. Right, now I can actually finish Temple of Droplets, but it's a case of, like, what dungeon am I going to do next? No, please don't send me to Krenel. Look, we know Krenel's an elementless dungeon. Please don't send me there. I have a bad feeling that Krenel's gonna hold something. I have to admit, having 2 elements does create a guessing game of, like, what dungeons you're gonna have to do. I mean, obviously one of them's gonna be one of the easier dungeons. Well, I say that. Deepwood Shrine tends to be a troll. Deepwood Shrine, one of the quickest, easiest dungeons in the game, has a tendency to be one of the last dungeons you do. You could probably add a timer to it, but it's pointless because of live split being so prominent in things now. You know, I mean, like it actually does have race rooms on it that get used really, really often. So boots, we have a bottle, so we are going to be going up to Krenel. Goddamn game, why do you have to send me up to Krenel? Well, I'm going here first. I'm actually ignoring progression and going to what is no doubt going to be a barren Cast of Wilds. In fact, I'm not even going to do this. I'm just going to get this. Right, when I say get, let's go and have a look at what Great Uncle Herbert's got. Come on, Great Uncle Herbert, what have you got for us today? Money. You're always giving us money. We're a rich person, believe it or not. Rich in good humour, if I'm honest. Whoops, there's a wall there. Right, let's see what surprises Krenel has for us, considering I can go all the way through Cave of Flames. And another boomerang, why not? Oops, forgetting to actually get me bomb. Okay, actually give the bomb a chance to explode. That would actually be a really good idea. Also, I do have remotes. Why are you guys not telling me this? You should be reminding me when I'm doing stupid things. Also, let's not forget this. Alright, let's not keep the bottle on that button because I have a tendency to pour it out. Whoops. Get out of my way. Wallet? Well, we know the shop is useless, so the wallet's pointless. What we got here? Never know if the heart is progression. I always do that. There we go. Still got it. Just stealing his life savings and then getting out of here. All rupees. Okay, Credle is actually starting to look like a very bad place to be. What dungeon is the game gonna make me do? As much as I'm hoping for Graveyard, I've got a feeling it's not going to be. I mean, I only need one caster, as well as bits and a bow. Oh, bombs. Just as long as it's not Palace of the Winds, I'll be alright. Don't force me to a Palace of the Winds situation. I mean, considering I do need a caster Wildskin Stone, it's more than likely going to be in Palace of the Winds. Almost guaranteed. If you have any caster wilds and you need them, and you have a non-element, especially if you have a non-element Palace of the Winds, guaranteed it'll be in there. Get away from me. I can't check the guy on the right, so straight on. Oh my god, 2 keys straight there. Not a good visual sight when you see two keys. Kind of hoping to see something better, like maybe a graveyard key, another sword, maybe even the last kinstone that I need. Okay, which is going weird again. Telling you now, if you've cut off my stream again, Twitch, get out of my way, would you? Get out of the way. Bottle, not worth it. Right, and I'm going to do the same again. This will be a regrettable experience. I don't have grip ring, why am I running over there? I should probably go back to Sphere 1. Well, Sphere 2, and see what's there. I'll say again, fountain is open. But let's go and check the castle grounds. Let's have a look at some boot locations again. Let's make that mistake. No, stupid snake! Why did Nintendo name them snakes ropes? I'd call them idiots. Golden morons. The spastic fantastic. Okay, junk again. And locations do have a tendency to have things, especially when you get boots early on. But for some reason, this seed and the last seed hasn't been very good. Nope. Wonder if it could be. Oh, actually, let's have a look at the fair. Considering I'm completely ignoring what I said earlier. ₹20. We'll go to Lon Ranch, see what they've got there. But if they have nothing at Lon Ranch, then there's a good chance that it is back in town. Okay, my button doesn't seem to be working. Also, let's get this. Wasn't that a big blue rupee before? Am I literally playing the same seed but slightly different? Oh, not paying attention. Kinda thinking I've got my blue sword. Hoping, wishing I had my blue sword. Right, where in town could this piece of progression be? Well, it's not in the most chaotic place. I love doing that way. I love getting that chest with remote bombs. Literally just blast yourself all the way there. Get out of my way, would you? Alright, well there's the last heart for Lake Hylia. Thanks for giving it me so late. Oh, it's my own fault for finding it late, really. Oh, not this time. Right, on to a Sphere 2 location. Nope. I think this would be Sphere 3 for when I got Cape. Nope. No idea when I got Bottle. But that's a nope. Right, Kane came after I got the 3rd sword. So let's have a look at the Minish locations. There is a slight chance that there will be something here. Only slight though. Well, there's one down. I wonder if Swiftblade has something, because I can get all 4 checks on him. The irony of him giving you a sword. Nope. I don't know why I walked out. I think I was just that disgusted by it. And do I have to do a Kuko check? If I have to do a Kuko check, I might as well. But I know it's going to be nothing. I know there's going to be absolutely nothing there but junk. Just like this guy. You're nothing but junk as well, aren't you, Swiftblade? Or are you going to hit me with a dose of irony? We're going to get a dose of irony? Nope. Down thrust is a cool move, but it's going to be no good to us. Nope, didn't think so. Damn. So, yeah, he had absolutely nothing. Right, let's go and check another pointless, useless location. Why are you already running away? Oh, I didn't drown the chicken, but I drowned myself. There we go, not too bad. Yep, knew it was going to be nothing. What? Oh yeah, I forgot, there's also Caster Wilds. And I said there'd be nothing there either. Oh no, wait. Oh. Who here would have gone to Caster Wilds first before checking all of town? Because I know I wouldn't have been the first. Proving that now. Oh, I got the kitty boost. Nice. Doing town checks does take a long time. It tends to be something I pass up. No problem, Hendress. Because I'm intrigued to see this ban list. Oh my god, a cloud tops. Don't give me cloud tops. I'd love to know what equation you're going by when it comes to Tingle. There's still 2 checks in town that I can do, but I'm just bailing. I'm gonna go to Castor. It's where I was originally gonna go and bailed on it. There's not really much open to me at the minute. At the moment, I'm just doing an average per seed. Ah, right, yeah, I see what you mean. I proposed another weird average, which I don't fully comprehend at the moment. Well, I think you should just go with what you think is probably the best way of doing it. Why am I coming to this dude? I'm so used to coming here when I've got bow. I very rarely ever come to Castor without bow. All right. I've never heard of that term before. Really? Yeah, I did see that. That's why I wanted to see this Deoxys seed. Because, I mean, he literally got every point in the game on the ban list. He literally got everything. Whoops, I'm coming up here again. I'm so used to having everything else. Is it Bayesian? So we kind of averaged that. Oh my god, are you serious? It gave me bow in the last possible location in Castor Wilds. Well, you see, I'm really good at maths. I was actually planning on being a maths teacher, but it's like, no, I haven't got the patience for that. But that's a term I've never heard before. Yeah, Bayesian. Oops. Hey, you still draw better than me from what I've seen. I would share a piece of Minish cap art that I drew before in the Discord, but it's embarrassing. 1 minute, why is this location still showing up? I got that. Right. So, right. Bow opens up nothing else. So it wasn't here. I am literally doing a myth thing at the minute. What is it am I last location in? That's just the Flipper's bowl. The most butterfly. Flipper's butterfly. Makes more sense. Right, I'm going to give up on this seed in a minute. Because I'm telling you now, if my progression is on Octo, I am not going to be happy. Stupid handcuff bloody spiders. Come on, Spiner. Where are you? Right. Got two choices. Cave of Flames or Templar Droplets. What's everyone betting? I'm going to go to Templar Droplets first, but it depends on where progression's going to be. Because I really forgot about... I forgot about Cave of Flames. I actually did a save scum from it. I was really hoping to actually get something out of this as well. Well, you see, Templar Droplets is a dungeon I have to do, so I might as well come here and finish it off. But yeah, if I don't get anything from here, I went straight past the dojo. I should have had a look in there. If I don't find anything in here, then yeah, it's Cave of Flames. Considering I wasted a save scum. It's nice to know I'm still streaming as well, because Twitch seems to be going weird on my laptop. I have done an incredible dumbness seed. It's supposed to be a speed seed and I'm already behind by about half an hour. The save scum. Basically, if you save the game, right, you can literally just wipe clean all the checks that you've done. Like, if you save at Cave of Flames to come into Templar Droplets to have a look, see what, say, the first 5 Rupee locations are, and they turn out to be nothing, you just hard reset the game, and then, you know, you're back up at Cave of Flames. So it's basically just fast travel in a way. But you see, them 5 Rupee checks, obviously, they come back, but you know they're useless. Oops. It's actually a really good way of getting around certain areas that, you know, require a lot of your time. And then it turns out to be nothing. Right, I'm definitely not going to do it on this turn, am I? Yep. Completely messed that up. First time I've ever messed that up as well. we go. I actually did that bang on. I always try slingshotting myself off the corners. And that actually worked out quite well. God damn it. Right, and that cape jump I just did there is the only thing keeping Templar droplets in logic. That cave jump was actually meant to be taken out of the game, but they kind of forgot. Oops. I only have 3 scrolls. I'm getting sandwiched! Stupid bug. That's not a faster way of doing it. I don't know why we're doing it like that. Yeah, it is. It's the swipe and the poke. But I can't do that swipe and poke on Gleerock to save my friggin' life. I should practice it, but I just... After I found the bow strats for Gleerock, that's all I practiced. And bow strats without butterfly only works if you have lamp. Lamp can help, but it's still so much button pressing because you've got to press for your bow, then your lamp, then your bow again, and then you've got to press for your boots. I do not have a shield for you, so RNG is going to go completely out the window. Oops. Yeah, you can't reach me from there, Octo. I know better than that. Try again. Nope. I should actually conserve sword swipes, seeing as I don't have shield. I knew it weren't going to be. Douchebag. You can keep your rock. I'm going to stay in my little corner and cry. Oh, now you're going to be nice, are you? You can keep your boulders. I should learn the proper manipulation. But hey, first element sub 1 hour. And it's actually the first element. The first element, as in the earth element. Oh my god, it's a goddamn book. Right, that's all 3 books. I wonder where Ocarina could be. If Ocarina's on this dojo guy out here. And I still missed an easy jump. Right, come on. What have you got for me, Wave Blade, apart from death? And we get a Rupee. So yeah, it's all the way at Cave of Flames. I shouldn't have ignored the fact that it was sending me to Cave of Flames. That's what you call a big dome. Get my way, would ya? Made a fool of myself. I'm actually surprised it's not sent me towards Tingle yet. Who thinks we should have a Tingle % race? I wish I had Grip Ring or at least Gust Jar to get up here faster. Why does Twitch over here keep breaking? Let me refresh it. You're doing my head in. Oh, it's actually telling me how long I've been streaming for this time. That was stupid. I didn't get that the last time I was up here. Go on then. What have I last locationed? Oh my god, I can't use my sword. Douchebag made that look worse than what it was supposed to. Right, so there's nothing there. Right, what does everyone think my progression's going to be? I reckon it's going to be a blue sword. Oh, you had to go for Grip Ring, didn't you? The trolliest thing. Grip Ring would literally open the whole of Cloud Tops. At least with with the blue sword, I was thinking something better. Well, I kind of hope that doesn't happen, Nimbus. As much as I like Gordon, I'd rather not be going against him. As much as that's probably what's going to happen. On the other hand, this game could literally be sending me to a George fight. Old George. Ah, it's just a Rupee. Come on, game, show me what I bailed out on. I'll be doing this place until I at least get to the blue wall. Right, Mitts seemed to be a good choice at the minute for you guys. But I like how Rylux went for the most awkward one. Grip Ring really would open this map up. Oh great, the rest of the dungeon's open. That means my progression is in the next half of the dungeon. Alright, let's see what's on this one at least. I'm really hoping you guys are wrong with all of them suggestions that will open up a lot of locations. And again, if I'm honest, even one Caster Wild's Kinstone would be a real troll. Because that would actually open up ruins. Oh my god, why did that guy up there survive? And stop bouncing into my sword, you stupid fool. Here's a present for you. Oh, no, take it. Don't be ungrateful. Actually, Ocarina would be the icing on the cake for this. Because I do have 3 books. I don't know why I'm doing that, because I'm more than likely going to have to fully complete this. Actually, what would be worse at this point? What would be the worst dungeon to go for? Well, aside from Palace of the Winds, because... well, no, that actually includes Palace of the Winds. Because I pretty much need the same amount of trolly stuff. I threw it too far because of you. To get the element off a Mazal, I still need mitts and a kinstone. I think that's all I need for that. And for graveyard, I need sword. I need a sword and graveyard key. Palace of Winds, I just need a sword and 2 kinstones, I think. I swear if it's on Glee Rock. The key chest? No. There is no way shield is my progression. I don't believe that for a second. Oh yeah, and grip ring, sorry. Okay, that could be my progression. Oh my god. Now something I take back. I take back what I said about grip ring and mitts. You should see the map after you last location flippers. Nothing is in a good direction. I actually really hate this. There's hiking, there's the dojo, and the Minish checks at Castor. There's the Minish hole near Link's house, there's the waterfall chest in town, there's a waterfall dojo by castle, and the 2 chests by the castle. And there's Vale Falls, Lake Hylia. Oh no, it opens up Deepwood Shrine. Is it seriously going to send me to another non-element dungeon? I swear to God, if it sends me to another non-element dungeon, because I'm going to be last location in that. Come on, Gobby McGobshite. Oh, swung your head in the way at the right moment. Alright, let's see what Gleerock had. I'm literally just doing this for fun. I don't actually have to beat Gleerock. I'm literally just doing it for fun, considering it was pretty much the last thing I had to do here. Big green Rooper. Nice to know that Gleerock keeps his treasures with him. And what else? A small blue Rooper. Right, I guess the first two checks after this guy is going to be the shield ones. Oh, you can't jump down that one. Well then, what have you got for me? Scroll. There does. Can't say no to a scroll. Right, I did them checks earlier. Some goddamn arrows. Why couldn't you have had the grip ring? Basically, it's straight like, this thing you're working on is going to be really good, but it's going to be a serious troll. It's going to be so fun. And I really hope you get it working to a T. Because I think the guys in chat would enjoy it as well. Oops, that was a bomb, not a sword. Yep, I knew shield would be absolutely useless. Right, now, how am I supposed to route this? How am I supposed to route this travesty of a flipper location? Oh. Have you actually got more commands working on it as well, Straylight? Nice. No, please don't you dare send me to Cloud Tops. I really hope I'm going in the wrong direction. I swear if it's Palace of the Winds that it's sending me to. Oh yeah, I forgot I already did these checks. I was here earlier, going completely in the wrong direction. And Straylight, I might actually have to DM you some ideas. See if they can be made possible. Right, what we got here? Nothing? So if I get a grip ring. Nope, nothing. Oh, no. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, you're going in for a third. And a fourth. There we go. And if he'd gone in for a fourth or maybe a fifth, I would have died. Stupid snake. Woo! Right. Dojo. Nope, don't swipe at him. We actually need him. Face it, Nimbus. I put an idea forward before for items to be on them gold enemies. Could you imagine if they went through with that idea of putting items on them enemies? Sat there swiping through about 3 years at a snake just to find out that it had nothing. I've thrown many ideas out that I don't think the developers like. Right, that turned out to be junk as well. Right, so we're in town. If I had the ability to do some like hard coding with Minish Cap, I would have made my own version by now, and no one would want to play it. Spawn a chest. Well, the thing is, when he knows something straight like that's what I might call my my version of Minish Cap. I might just call it Minish Crap. Oh no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Is this dojo? Well, as I was gonna say anyway, got a bit distracted. Thanks, Straylight. The golden enemies are guaranteed to drop the rupees, so technically they are a rupee location drop, so they should be in Rupee Mania. It was a suggestion, and it was downtrodden very quickly. That's true, but I should imagine if the item's an item you need, you're not going to do a screen transition. Why did I come back into town? It was off this side I needed to go. I'm gonna die if I don't get any health soon. What if, instead of spawning a chest, what if they was to spawn a heart piece location? You know, like they would spawn as a heart piece in a way, so that they were forever there. You know, rather than having to code in a chest actually spawning, and you know, you could have it as like, just could try and code it in a way to be more like a heart piece. I don't know if that'd be easier or if that'd be harder. Right, quick death when? I've got 1 heart left. And all these checks I'm doing seem to be coming up with nothing. This is why I hate flippers as a progression item. Oh my god, and I hate this next cave I'm going to. I do have 3 books, but I do not have a ocarina. Yay, some health! Whoops! I actually forgot to press my jump button. Well, it's not there. Man, where could it be? Yeah, I don't want... I don't want to go into Temple of Droplets for that one check. I don't want to go in there just for that one and only check. Books? I know, I have 3 books. I have 3 books, but I have no ocarina. You need the ocarina to go into the library. The library in itself is locked by the ocarina. I know, Rylux, but in the spirit of how this seed is going, I thought I'd last location it. I'm actually going down here to do this check. To do these 3. Oops, wrong one. Faster to go to this one first. Yeah, when I first started playing the seed, I always thought you could go straight into the library. Wow, it really is going to be in Deepwood Shrine. Yep, Deepwood Shrine. Watch, I'll go into Deepwood Shrine and I'll complete full clear it the best that I can, and my progression will be in Underwater Pot in Temple of Droplets. Yeah, unfortunately, it's because it doesn't set off a flag, which is kind of strange. Oops, nope, can't go that way. You're best off telling Stray like that to see if he can add the flag to it. But the thing is, that could kind of break the game if you add that flag to it as well. I actually really like the command box. I find it very useful. That's the command box was how me and a friend of mine was playing boss tennis. It would literally be a case of like we'd give each other like full inventory, and then it was a case of like who could beat the boss faster. So you'd have a chance to serve up three by choice, and then I would serve up 3. Octo would always be the wild card. Octo, without the RNG manipulation, is literally the wild card because you could both, you know, one of you could get the best, one of you could get the worst. Yep. This really is a last location seed. Where, what the heck is going to be next? Swear to God, if it gives me Grip Ring, or my last Cloudtop Skinstone. Map, so we're not going to get it anytime soon. Whoops, I didn't even know I was holding on to that button. Whoops. I was pressing it when I was going down, but it wasn't working for some reason. Oh no. No. That's a bad sign. Please be a key. Please be a key on my next progression. Please. Oh no. Why? Why? All you can do is laugh. So it probably would have been a better idea for me to have gone into Cave of Flames first. Nice. And I chose Templar Droplets because I just wanted to get it over and done with. Right, so for anyone new watching this, don't take anything into account of what I'm doing. Don't think this is good routing whatsoever. Because you know, when you come across seeds like this, it's generally a case of, you know what, everything's out the window. Right, come on, what have you got for me? There's literally nowhere else I can go. Oh, and it's ruins. We get our final caster, Sodden Stone. So the way I should have gone was Cave of Flames, Temple of Droplets, and then to Caster. So I was right about Caster. But the thing is, I don't have mitts. So it's still a very, very annoying place to go. I'd feel a lot better about all this travelling if I had the ocarina as well. Just keep that in mind, game. If you decide to troll me with anything else. Imagine if I get over 2 hours on this seed. Oh, I will. I will. Because I'm going to go through here. I'm not going to find mitts. I'm going to find a Cloudtop skinstone with a grip ring. Well, the first one is a rupee. Oh, I'm not going back to Temple of Droplets, you can sod off, game. I'm not going back there. Told you! Right, where's the grip ring? Come on. Just give me the grip ring now. Let's just save a lot of pain and anguish. Please don't be the grip ring. No. It's such a long shot that mitts will be on the way to Fortress of the Winds. I rolled it Nimbus. This is why I don't get to roll seeds for the race. I was banned a long time ago. I think I created a seed where most of the runners literally did. I think the best time one of the runners got was 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I think that was from Frank. From Francois. And FH is one of the best runners in this. And I forced him into winning a seed at the 2 hours 45 or something like that. That's how I got banned. I actually got onto the pedestal before it blew. Oh, Rock Breaker. That's actually perfect timing. Rock Breaker is supposed to break your rock. You stupid fool. Oh my god, Link, you're an idiot. Dear God, please. Please have mitts somewhere around here. I don't know, it was... Rock Breaker should have worked. Maybe it's because I was still on the same... I think for Rock Breaker to work, I had to transition off and back on again. Because it's the same when you get the Call of Medallion in town. If you get the Call of Medallion off the cafe lady that's sat outside, you actually have to go indoors and back out for it to work, for it to register that you've got it. I think it was the same situation there. I had to make a transition for it to register that I had it. Right, that was nothing. Oh, God. Right, you know what? There's no point in me just... I cannot tell what that is. Bombs. I actually can't remember what I can do in here without mitts. It's so rare that I literally come in here without it. There that, you stupid skeleton. Oh, nearly. Oh no! Not again. Please, not again. Not after yesterday's race. Hello? I'm pressing the button. Right, and the Minish location item was nothing but bombs. Oh no! I told you! I called it! Goddamn called it! There we go, Cloud Tops is all green now. I'm still gonna go here. I'm still gonna go here. Do I go to Cloud Tops though, or do I go and finish off at Deepwood Shrine? In the spirit of, you know, completing non-element dungeons. Alright, let's see what the rupee locations have for us. Some sympathy, a key, and a big key. I'm not going to Blue Chew, you can sod off with that idea. I already had that idea when I got the Gust Jar, and it can jump. Actually, there's still other things I can get in there. I can get the Eye Gaunt and the drop, but I'm not expecting anything from them. Damn it. But now I've said it, I'm gonna have to go in and do them. Oh wait, yeah. It's like the easiest chest in the dungeon. Nope. And there's the other eye goals that I can do. I literally bounced out of this dungeon so fast. I think it was instinct. It's like I just know for a fact there's nothing else here. You can go away. Also, why did I spot that? Right. Oh no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Do I go to the back of Fortress for anything? Come on. Give me something. Compass. But I said give me something. I was hoping for something better. Right, with one key, I can either check one item on the left or... Oh wait, no, 2 items on the left, is it? Or 1 on the right. Got it, I'm out of here. Game's done enough damage. Can someone go and message Myth and tell him he's a liar on the quick finish seeds? 2 swords, 2 elements, and I'm 2 hours in nearly. Thank God I don't have to go against Vati. I mean, in all fairness, I have last location quite a lot. Unexpectedly last location quite a lot. Oh yeah, Krenel's open as well. I'm not going Krenel, you can sort that for a lot. Going Cloud Tops because there's more items. That chest I'm no doubt going to open as well at some point. Right, nothing. Rupee Cave has to have something. It has to have something. Alright, it has a scroll. It has another scroll. And do you know what that just unlocked? Great Uncle Sodding Herbert. I'm not going back to Castor Wilds just to check Great Uncle Herbert. And with all my Cloud Tops kinstones, I shall ascend to the Wind Tribe, where I'll no doubt probably get a blue sword. How many band points does everyone think I deserve for this? I mean, can you imagine if this was a weekly? A quick finish seed, and you're currently at 1 hour and 44. Still waiting for that tiny sign of progression so you can get that second element. Little love tap before you fall off the edge. Nothing but a red rupee. Oh, I don't have mitts, so I can't do mitts checks here. Lovely. You would have bailed on this seed. My brain already bailed on this seed about an hour in after our last location about 3 things. Especially when I had to go back to Temple of Droplets. And I swear if I have to go back there again... Oh yeah, I can't check that. No mitts. I keep forgetting I have no mitts. And you can sod off with that as well. And of course I'm going to check Tingle, because he's an easy check once I get to Wind Tribe. Oh thanks, the most useless key in the game. The most useless item in the game at this point. You know what you should do, game? Give me the Jabberknock to really sink in the useless items. Nice. Right, and I'll go and check the first chest. This ain't gonna be anything. No, didn't think so. The game wouldn't be that nice at this point. It's already been the biggest douchebag alive, so... And just remember guys, if I haven't made this obvious enough already, this is a quick finish seed. Right. Old man myth. What have you got? Just some bombs. Oh, please don't say my progression's in... Oh, it's going to be back in Deepwood Shrine. I swear to God if it's on Fifi again. Well, if this is a dog percent seed. Well. Great. It wasn't here. Right, so it wasn't in Cloudtops. For some reason it says I can... Oh, yes. Greagle again. Right, so Cloudtops was a bust. It wasn't in Cloudtops. Not unless it's on Tingle. By the way, did I check this earlier? Yeah, I did. For some reason it was still green on my map. Come on then, what have you got? Single green rupee. Right, let's see what this guy's got, because if he's got nothing, then that means Cloudtops definitely had nothing. Come on, Great Uncle Herbert. Be good to me. Did I just get a solid piece of vanilla then? Was that literally the big middle finger of vanilla? Because I'm pretty sure that's where you get Great Spin. I've lost count how many times I've been to Krenel so far. I think if I actually kept count, I'd be crying at this point. Don't you dare be wishing for Templar droplets. If it's Templar droplets, I am last location in it, believe me. Because I can still full clear Deepwood Shrine. Technically, at this point, I can full clear Templar droplets. Oh, why couldn't you have had anything? Where is this piece of progression? At this point, I'll take anything. Mitts would be the best thing to give me at this point. Oops. And this is how you save on bombs. Scoop up some of the fairy water, and you go to a little corner and hide, and pour it out. I threw a golden bomb in. I didn't. I stole the water. Also, would that work? Does it still work? Oh my god, it still works! Oh, it still works. That's a bannable offence if you was to do that in a race. That glitch is so quick, I bet it went right over your heads. So basically if it's in droplets and someone would decide to go to do droplets early. In essence, you would be right. But the person who chose Krenel would be well in front. I can't believe it was in such a simple location. I perhaps should have gone to Krenel first, because it's a faster check than what Cloudtops is, but I was just so expecting it being in Cloudtops. Let's switch this moron off. Turn his brain off. Wish I could do that just to go to sleep. Just get a Picori to walk into my ear hole and switch my brain off. At least if you don't get Ocarina, then you have... Yeah, fast travel would be nice to go back to town. But I'm not likely to get it at this point. I mean, I doubt I'm going to get vanilla Ocarina. I've already had one piece of vanilla during this game. I'm just glad I didn't have to go back into Templar droplets. And the fact that Deepwood Shrine had absolutely nothing. Right. Whoops, why did I do it that way? Who would have thought swordless strats would be faster on this guy? How dare you make me cancel my bow? Oops. Stop cancelling your own bow, Link! I know throwing the bomb at it is probably faster, but these are the only strats I've practiced so far. Wow, I actually got pretty good RNG on that. Probably one of the fastest times I've ever beaten Mazal. And you give me a key for good luck. So the rest of this dungeon was actually locked by the boss. And I got vanilla elements once again. Right, and it's all the case of me running all the way back, feeling like an absolute fool. And then the seed is completed. But will I make it sub 2? Will I get back before sub 2? I've got a minute and a half. I don't think I will. If anything, I think I'll probably do it in 2 minutes too. 2 hours, 2 minutes. Oops. Especially when I'm messing up the run. Downwards, Link. Ah, stupid postman. You know some of that guy does my head in on Twilight Princess as well. Hey! Just as you're running through Hyrule Field, as you're going across a bridge, everywhere you go he stops you. Now you see, if it was actual pedestal finish, I probably would have just made it sub 2. Why go to castle? Because this is supposed to be a quick finish seed that I was looking into. Yeah, it's a quick finish seed that the Discord had an idea for with a randomizer to help new people come into the game. So like, instead of like doing a full randomizer, because like this could probably turn out to be like a 3-hour seed, even for me. At the minute, if you're in the Discord, you can actually have a choice on how it goes. Wonder if I still actually have it. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Lovely. Nice to know that it's a load of rubbish. Does that still work? Oh, Moobot's still there. Thank you, Moobot. You're still there at least. But why does my Minish Maker one not turn up? Oh, that's because I changed it. MCR. Oh, it works. Sweet. Yeah. But anyway, in the Discord, if you go to announcements, they've actually got a vote on whether you want to have like a... I think they called it like a Freaky Friday sort of seed, so you can decide... You can like have a say in what sort of seeds we should have, whether we should have like Key Sanitaire or randomized elements. Randomized elements being elements could be anywhere, not just on dungeon bosses. Or like, or literally like what I've just done, which is supposed to be a quick finish seed. But as you can see from what I've collected, that's not really a quick finish seed. It's a terrible seed. It's very good. I mean, like, if you do randomized elements with this, then it would be a really quick seed. Yeah, it did actually take me just over 2 hours, but that's because it's not technically a ped finish. It's a go to the back room, stare at some colourful glass finish. So, again, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.